Hello, everyone. Pull up my notes. It's been a minute since I've been on here. Hello. All right. Looks like everything is linked and ready to go. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Where are you all at in the world? Hello. So, welcome. I am Teacher Casey. It's been a little while since I've been up here, so I wanted to give you an update, a real update. You can probably still hear it in my voice. I started working on a 75-day business building challenge, just kind of something I challenged for myself. And after about, I don't know, day 6, I started feeling a little not feeling so well. So I'm in the middle of my 75-day business building challenge, and I wanted to talk about what building a business without burnout actually looks like because it hasn't been smooth. And like I said, I got sick, it knocked me down, I had to reset, but I didn't quit. And I think that was one of the most important things. So what's actually been happening kind of behind the scenes? So here's what's been going on. I finished the possibilities companion pack I was working on. Maybe I'll show it to you in a minute. It's for pre-K through second grade. And I sent it to my friend Cindy because it goes with her book. So I'm super proud and super excited about that one. Um, the third grade through fifth grade will follow it hopefully next week. Um, I was hoping that all of it would be done by this weekend, but it has taken me a few extra days since I was really not feeling good for a little while. I'm still teaching every day, and since my school is all online, being sick, I didn't have to worry about the children getting sick, so I could still teach. Um, Dayquil, NyQuil really helped. Um, no worries, I was tested COVID, flu, all that came back negative, so it wasn't that. But I'm still showing up on Facebook, my reels, my posts, engagements. I was still trying to show up for that as well. Still learning and figuring all that out. Yesterday, I learned how to post a reel to Instagram and then connected it to Facebook. Although I was hoping it went to my business Facebook page, but it didn't, which they're not even connected. So I should have thought about that ahead of time. But like I said, still learning to connect everything. I'm still engaging daily. One of my goals is to engage 25 minutes on everybody else's page and give them time before I post my own engagement post, um, in hoping to build relationships and help other people succeed in hopes that that will help me succeed as well. I've been meeting with authors and friends, author friends, for coffee and building real relationships there. Shout out to my author friends. I've been doing OMA school with one of my grandbabies and absolutely loving that. He is doing amazing. And I was just thinking last night how I hope he realizes like how much I enjoy this time with him. And it's so cool because his mom does such cool stuff with him and his nana does such cool stuff with him. And I do some fun stuff with him. And I don't know. I just like get to watch all this cool learning going on and watch his little wheels turn. And it's just so cool. Also, we made time for a little bit of banana ball. A couple weeks ago, my cousin invited me, and that was so much fun. And now I'm traveling for one of the littlest grandbaby's birthday this weekend. So I'm still here. I am still building. I am still balancing family, work, building a business, everything. So that's kind of what it looks like. You're just trying to make sure to get things done. What I have learned is to do the non-negotiables, right? So, um, family comes first, and my non-negotiables for the business will come next. Like, make sure I'm doing that 25 minutes of engagement, make sure I do my Facebook reel, my Facebook post, and things like that. So that was something I learned, especially when I wasn't feeling well, is to make sure those few things get done. And it's really been helping with my ADHD that I'm not trying to get this and this and this and this and this done. Get one big thing and then those non-negotiables. So when I got sick, it completely threw me off for a little bit. And I would feel like, all right, I've got some energy. I'm going to get this, and this done. And then all of a sudden I'd be sleeping. Like it was so bad. I think before I say the old me, would have been, oh, I'll just start over later or something. If I have a team or I am running a challenge, I am generally on it. Whether something knocks me down or something, then I get back up and I do it. But if I'm doing something by myself, I'm generally like, I'll let that slide. But being part of a challenge or a team, I'm on it. So, all right. Hey, if you're here, I see someone's here. Say hi in the chat. I'd love to know who you are, where you're from, or what brought you here. But this time when I wasn't feeling well, I just adjusted the timeline. So what I've found that works for me, maybe it'll work for somebody else. Um, I've made a little tracker and let me minimize my notes so I can see. I made this tracker here, and I do have dates on here already. I'm gonna have to adjust the dates. That's all right. That's what we got. And I went to day 6, and you can see my colors started changing. I should have known I wasn't feeling well because I just wasn't getting things done the way I normally do. Days 1 through 4, man, I was on it. And so I had started like the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and around the 19th and 20th, I was just not myself. And it just went downhill from there. And then this is yesterday. So yesterday I started being able to like be myself again and get things done. So this is how I'm keeping track. This is the tracker. It's been working for me. And what I do is I write stuff down. My non-negotiables first, like I have to teach every day, get my classes ready, and then my non-negotiables first, and then the other stuff next that I like to get done. So I have to paper and pencil paper. That's just me. That's just the way I roll. I know some people are like, get rid of the paper, my husband included. All right, so that's the difference between like hustle and sustainable building, right? I'm trying to just stay steady, just keeping it going. So I just showed you the tracker. I think that is probably one of the biggest thing that's keeping me going, keeping me on track. I like to see those green days. So I'm literally just marking my days off, not to be obsessive, but just to stay aware of what I'm getting done. And I read something like if you get 80% done of like what your list is, then you should be successful, at least in certain courses, certain things, you should be successful. So I'm not striving for 80%. I'm striving for that thing to be green. I do have 2 yellow days. Oh, I did not like to make it yellow, but that's what happened. So and I can see where I've been consistent and where I paused. So, and I'm building my confidence as I go. The non-negotiables, like I said, I have certain tasks that I have to get done, not 15, not 20, which is I had to learn not to write every little thing down, or maybe I still write them down, but the non-negotiables have to come first. And that's been hard for me to do. So, because when I'm just everywhere, my brain is just going everywhere. I hit those non-negotiables first. If I don't have to wake up wondering what to do first. I can just go straight to those few things and start getting things done. And for me, once I start getting things done, I love it. Um, I just love seeing things checked off my list. It just sets me up. So I have a few things, 25 minutes of engagement, a post, a reel, showing up somewhere visually, visibility, going to my emails, making sure I'm getting things done. I have a collaboration that's supposed to be starting soon, so I have to make sure I'm checking my email, making sure I'm getting back to people, making sure my non-negotiables are done first. So why does this prevent burnout? I think burnout doesn't just come from working too much. I think it comes from decision fatigue, and I think having all the scattered focus has been really tough for me. And I think that having these non-negotiables and having my lists and things spelled out for me has definitely been helping. Um, so where am I? Yeah, burnout comes from chaos, scattered focus, never feeling finished. So when you have one main task, your non-negotiables, a tracker, um, it just makes it easier. Let's see. So this week I finished one of the companion pack. I also got to go to Banana Ball last week, traveling for family, doing Oma school, still learning, still building confidence. And that's the goal here, right? I'm just really working. Um, I don't want to replace classroom burnout with business burnout, right? I'm just trying to build the business steady, but still make sure I get to spend time with the family. That's the most important thing right now. So, if you're building something right now, whether it's Etsy, YouTube, Teachers Pay Teachers, your own curriculum, or just systems in your classroom, right? Here's what I want you to hear. You don't need perfect streaks. You need structure. You need clarity. And you need to just get back up when you fall down, when you get sick. You just get back up. You can do it. All right. If you have any questions for me, let me know. This is not anything new. I'm sure many people have done this before me, will do it after me. But hey, if I can help anyway, let me know. This is just I'm calling it day 7-ish, 70 of my 75 days. Update. It's not glamorous, it's not viral, but it's real, and I'm building it in a way that I can sustain it long term. So if you're on a similar journey, tell me what are your non-negotiables right now? Right? So that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Just my little update. It was a little bit longer than I thought. Thought it was going to be like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, but I can talk. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Let me know down below. What are your non-negotiables? What are you guys up to these days? And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.